so y'all better cook. I got big dreams, you walk talk. When I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off. Like I really give a I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
Welcome, man. We are back cracking for another reaction. You already know what the deal is. It's your boy Mello, man. We are back. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on. Make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, yeah, y'all can hear me. All right, yeah, perfect, man. So we're on the road to 2,000 subs, man. So make sure y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And we actually almost at our goals. We're gonna need probably about like maybe three more subscribers, and then we did it, y'all. So big shout out to y'all that have been supporting, man, and been just like tapping in with the content. That shit been keeping me going, you feel me? So shout out to y'all. But let's go ahead and get into it today, man. We got your boy Sauce Walka. Now, if y'all don't know, Sauce Walka had an artist that was signed to him recently that recently passed away. Say So P. And apparently his mom had a few words to say to Sauce Walka. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this content. Make sure y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's go. All right, let's get it.
And she just sent Sauce Walka a very scary message that some people are even qualifying as a threat. Say So P is the artist that was shot and killed in the shooting that also injured Sauce Walka.
Developing news, Fox 13 has learned more about the man shot and killed in front of a downtown Memphis hotel. Several sources confirmed the man killed was a 27-year-old Memphis rapper from Raleigh who had recently just got a deal with a record label. Friends say he went by the stage name Say So P. And Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre explains what else he has learned about the shooting investigation.
The shooting death of a man in front of the Westin Hotel is still shooting shockwaves through the busy entertainment district. Fox 13 did some digging and learned who the man is that sadly lost his life in the middle of the afternoon Saturday is 27-year-old Latorian Hunt. According to sources, Hunt is originally from Raleigh and was known to be an up-and-coming rap artist who had recently signed to a record label with the man who survived the shooting. Well-known Houston rapper Albert Walker Mondane, also known as Sauce Walka, is who survived. Memphis police released information.
This is you trying to book a trip on your business travel platform. And this is me using Navan.
After Say So P passed away, Say So P's family members began to come out in droves, accusing Sauce Walka of some foul play. One family member would even write, "Stop lying on my cousin's name straight up. Y'all just running y'all mouths without the truth. They set my cousin up for an insurance policy. I don't care. F Sauce Walka." The mom would even come out and say that she believes that her son was backdoored by people close to him. Well, Sauce Walka and his brother were the only two people at the scene when her son was shot and killed. Now, Sauce Walka would even come out and address the rumors that he backdoored his artist, Say So P, and he will say the rumors is false.
Oh, hey, it's one of them days. It's one of them days, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole world been waiting for me to speak. They been wanting to hear, you know what I'm saying, how I feel about this spiel.
Hold on. And this is the thing too, though. Y'all gotta pay attention. For one, Sauce Walka got popped too. Now I'm not saying that somebody won't go that lengths to make a setup look real, because it can happen, but I don't see nobody just trying to get shot for, you know what I mean, for that all of that. No. Two, Say So P, like, you know, a lot of times when these rappers be deceased, you know, and getting unalive, you know, their families always try to come out and make it seem like these dudes was so innocent and just the sweetest angel in the world and just, you know, so loving and giving, but they always leave out the negative stuff though that these dudes be doing in the street. They be talk. If you look at his songs, how he talking in his songs, a lot of these rappers be taunting people, taunting their enemies and their ops and everything like that. They be talking about sliding and robbing and doing everything under the sun. So we not finna make it seem like Say So Peace was just some innocent, golden child. Like, nah, obviously mama ain't gonna want to believe that, because she don't know what her son doing in the streets. All she knows is her son is her son. But yeah, a lot of these dudes be bringing this shit on themselves though. You can't be mad at nobody. Let's go.
So we gonna make this little public sauce announcement like this right here. You know what I'm talking about? Sauce of Pete, Say So Pete. Saying out of that weird lame man. Idiots. People just post anything on the internet for clicks and views. Dumb idiots. Y'all talking about sacrificing my brothers. No, they changed my brothers' lives. That's what Sauce gotta do. I changed lives. I changed their situations.
The mom is finally speaking, and what she said on live did Sauce Walka no favor. As a matter of fact, it actually makes Sauce Walka's life 1,000% more difficult, because now it'll be hard to run away from the accusations that he backdoor Say So P, when even his own mama is alluding to it.
Anything that's attached to this gonna crumble. I'm gonna make sure that you don't get away. You understand me? I'm gonna make sure anybody who whispered about it don't get away. Call me the popo. Call me what you want to. At the feds, though, I'm in the streets. I'm find out who find out who find out who. I'm talking about I'm at homicide, beating the door down. Like, I'm gonna make sure if you're a rapper, your career gonna crumble.
I know it's easy to see.
Now, I thought from what I understand, I thought the guy who shot Say So P ended up dying himself. I think I think he ended up getting killed like a couple days after, or like a week after, or whatever the case is. So I mean, what more can you do? They already got the suspect that did what he did to your son.
See the demeanor and automatically don't really put her or view her in a grieving mother category because she comes across the street. No, this is still a grieving mother. In the beginning of the live, you could really see the impact this is having if it really wasn't obvious already.
I've been trying not to say much, because anybody know me know I ain't big on crying. I'm big on hold your head up and keep it pushing, keep it moving. But you must really kill my son out there.
Hey, but your son was out here being a demon though. I mean, you talk about death long enough. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to come knocking at your door. You talk about robbing, killing, stealing, and all that, like living a street life. I won't be surprised when the streets come knocking at your door. And from what I take away from him, Sauce Walka told him don't go outside. He went outside anyway. Memphis is going up, like it go down out there. You can get, man, niggas is shooting in broad daylight. Y'all seen what happened to Young Dolph and plenty of other people out there, man. Like, your son was in the streets. That's what happened when you in the streets. It ain't like he was just like some innocent civilian. Nah. So, I understand she crying, she grieving her son, and that's always gonna be hard for a mother. I watched my auntie when my cousin was murdered. She ain't been the same since. So I could understand where she, I can't understand the pain she feel, but I can understand, how hurt she is though, but at the same time though, this would come along with the streets. This was the whole point why Sauce Walka was trying to get him out the streets.
You nasty, dusty, dirty, envious, low down, jealous, broke. And if you ain't broke, you're full of hate. You miserable, dusty dogs. You really killed my son out there. I mean, y'all, for what? For what?
What do you mean for what?
Got a screenplay in your head but not on paper? Meet Squibbler,
You don't know
the
what
AI
that boy
scriptwriter
been-
that
was
turns
doing
your
behind-
ideas into professional screenplays in minutes. With pre-made templates for all genres, AI-powered scene.
I really applaud this lady because as a mother who is grieving this hard, who's from the streets, it will be very easy, bruh, for her to rally up a couple of hood dudes, man, and say, go put in work, bruh. And it's probably already happening without her having to say, hey, bruh, go get back from my son. Because one of the killers was found dead in Houston. The other one is on the loose. So for her to take the approach of, no, bruh, I don't want no get it in the streets, no vibe. No, I want for these people to be brought to justice. Because she understands and she realizes, and she's going to express to such, that there's a greater conspiracy here. There's a greater plot. And if we're just going with, bro, kill the killers and kill the shooters, then she would never find out what really happened. She would never find out the real story. She would never find out who's behind her son's death. Because she's street savvy. She understands this is much deeper than just two hooligans pulling up and doing it. No, somebody dropped the bag on them.
If you in the streets hustling, your hustle gonna crumble. I'm talking about I'm coming at your ass about him. Do you understand me? Because my son was full of love. He moved around in these streets. He made rap songs and woo to woo to woo. At the end of the day, he gonna make sure anybody around him gonna eat. At the end of the day, he ain't gonna cross you. He ain't gonna. If he said he messed with you, he messed with you. That back door don't swing one way. That triple cross don't roll one way. And I may look like this, but I'm coming about my son. I'm talking about I'm coming about my son.
You can only get backdoored by somebody you thought was your friend. An enemy can't backdoor you per se. But it's that triple cross that really caught my attention and made me realize, oh, she's talking about Sauce Walka. So if you understand anything about the dynamics of Sauce Walka and Say So P, then you understand why that triple cross line is very specific. Sauce Walka was originally messing with CEO Jizzle. That was his partner and his squad when he came to Memphis. However, when he started working with Say So P, he began to rock with that particular side of the fence. Say So P is locked in with Big 30. That's his boy. Big 30 and CEO Jizzle are sworn ops. They're enemies.
Yeah, shout out my boy, man. 47 in the building, man. Yeah, get them likes up, man. Let's go.
So hence, when you were once cool with CEO Jizzle, then you flip sides to go to Big 30 and Say So P, the mom is saying, oh, you backdoor my son to get back right with Party A. And that's what.
I mean, it sounds good, but at the same time, though, do we, I don't know, I just don't see that. Just to be, you got somebody unalive just to get back cool with another, like that don't sound like no, like I don't see that happening, bro. That ain't worth it. That ain't worth it.
Now, the funny part about this, too, is I'm not sure if the mom knows firsthand information or if she's seeing what we all saw, which is Sauce Walka shot out CEO Jizzle, Say So P, and Big 30's op in his first interview speaking about the situation.
If it could be there, it would be there.
Be there, yeah, we know that.
That don't give me I got people that I love out here. I got a lot of respect out here. I got families and coalitions of different brothers out here from Bread Gang, my big homie Head Endless. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas in the streets all over here that love a nigga, CEO Jizzle, just a bunch of different gangsters that's all around the city.
As a mom, if you hear your son friends who were with him when he passed away, shout out his enemies in his first interview back who are potential suspects who could have dropped the bag with your son.
And it's a thing too, just because this nigga cool with he cool, whatever the case is. I understand, like in the streets, it's like, all right, cool, whatever, but I honestly think like they relationship wasn't in the streets. Him and Say So P relationship, that's his artist. He signed him. That's business. I don't have nothing to do with the streets. You feel me? And at the same time though, he was already telling Say So P how to move. You can't stop a grown man at that, from doing what he want to do. And if those is his op, this goes back to what I said. The mama sitting here, I understand she grieving her son, but let's not act like your son wasn't in the streets doing. We don't know what he did in the streets. You don't know who he shot, if he shot somebody. You don't know who he might stole, robbed. You don't know none of this stuff. All you know him is being your son. But I mean, that's not going to negate the fact that he was in the streets and he was doing what street niggas do. And eventually that comes back on you. That karma come right back around. So, can you really feel sad or bad for him? Because it's like, when you in the streets, you know what this shit come with. You know it's either coming with jail time or a coffin. It's that simple. Or you end up a J cat somewhere on the side of the road, homeless and out your mind.
See him shout out them, your first thought is triple cross. But it's been about 2 months, I think, now. So she have had time to sit back and learn new information. So if she's still going with the theory that her son was triple crossed by somebody close to him that day, hey man, Sauce, bro, I hope you're not involved, bro. Because she's trying to send y'all to the gulags, bro.
I'm coming about my son. Every time you see this face, I want to see him. If you was a friend of his and threw a cross, I'm coming at your ass. I ain't gonna rest till the day I die. If you was an enemy of his and you did this shit, I'm coming at your ass until the day I die. I'm gonna make sure I don't get up off their necks. I'm talking about on speed dial for them to come at your ass. I ain't finna advocate for nothing to happen to nobody.
And this is the crazy part. Like, if you doing all that, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't even put all that online. Because if something do happen, there's evidence. And even though you said you're not asking for nobody to come, to get harmed or whatever the case is, but at the same time, though, you are, and you could be just putting a target on your back. I wouldn't even let nobody know what my next move was gonna be. I'm just gonna be moving.
Because that ain't who I am. That ain't how I raised my son. Because if it is, half of the people that crossed them already be gone.
You didn't raise him that way, but he was still in the streets though.
I ain't even advocating for nothing to happen to you because I want your ass in court so you can snitch out in that car. Oh, no. I don't want them to wash out. I want them to catch you so I can get the cross. I want to know who crossed him, who helped set it up. I want to know who sent them. And y'all can't keep your mouth shut. Just TikTok on your TikTok. That's all I'm gonna say. TikTok. I hope you got a good career. I hope you're making money. Because I want to know who sent you. I want to know whatever fake ass people he had around him may have had a hand in it.
Hey,
shout out his mama though. She going hard for her son, man.
Solve one of these.
Ain't nothing like a mother's love. I'll tell you that. Let's go.
Well, you're not alone.
This ain't looking good, Sauce, especially if you take a look at the exact story of how they were actually in the hotel room. They came outside by coincidence. And when they was outside chilling, smoking, that's when the shooters came. So if it was only Sauce Walka, his brother, and Say So P, who was there? The question goes, man.
How did they know?
Did somebody at the hotel drop the low? Was one of the residents who seen them outside drop the low? But they wasn't outside for that long. They wasn't outside for like an hour plus where somebody can spot them, drop the low.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's suspicious. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, how did they know that he was right there at that moment? Because like Flacco said, he wasn't even out. From the surveillance, it didn't show that him being out there for a long time. He literally went out there, boom, sparked up. And he was there for a couple minutes before niggas rolled up on him. So it's like, but at the same time though, somebody working in the building could have posted him up could have said something like, "Oh, you know what? Hey man, they got Say So P and Sauce Walka just up in here, man. Yeah, what you? Yes, nigga. Yes, they here right now. Could have been a fan. Could have, you know what I'm saying? Somebody getting excited, you know, and accidentally leaked the Addy, or you know, show where they was at or whatever the case is. You know, Memphis, from what I've seen, it looks small. It looked like a small place where everybody know everybody type shit. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
So how did they drop the low? How did they know they were there and outside in that moment? Those are questions that's going to be answered once the last killer is found. But I'll be real, bro. He probably did by now, because the first one died within 24 hours.
Woo.
This one has been on the run. The police ain't been able to locate him for about, 2 months now? That boy probably gone too, man.
Did they ever get his face, though? Because they got the other dude's face.
The mom is directly saying somebody close to him who was there crossed him. It was only Sauce Walka, his brother, and Say So P, man. Who was it? Now, I think the bigger story here is Sauce Walka hasn't made her feel secure enough not to make these accusations. Meaning, if Say So P is your brother, afterwards, did you, I don't know, pay for the funeral? Have you tapped in, dropped the bag off? Have you tapped in and spoken to her every day? Have you tapped in, and make sure she's straight? Because she did speak on people who he showed a lot of love to not really reciprocating that love since he been gone. So her coming online and still having these thoughts in her head shows me Sauce Walka ain't been doing what he's supposed to do, which is tap in and make sure that she's straight.
I want them to catch you, and who sent you, and whatever little cross was thrown in there, whatever homie, whatever friend, little partner had something to do with it. Because it was definitely a cross in there. It was a cross in there, and it was somebody who sent y'all. I'm talking to you too. Well, I want you too. I want that cross bad though. I want that cross bad. Because that means he trusted you.
If Sauce Walka is not involved, I hope he clears this up. I hope he speaks to the mother soon. I hope they come to a resolution, man, because right now it's not looking good, bro. Another family member accused you. Now, listen, bro, I don't feel like it's for insurance. I feel like if Sauce Walka was involved, it would just be a triple cross. All right? It would just be, he went back to messing with CEO Jizzle and them, and he dropped the low to his, to his original homies. It would be that. I don't feel like it would be for insurance or any of that dumb stuff. Right? You feel me? But y'all let me know in the comment section, man. All right?
So, look, I'm going to say this before we get up out of here. Shout out to everybody that's in here, man. Hey, look, make sure y'all go ahead and like this damn video, man. Like the video, and follow me on Instagram too, man. Follow my Instagram. If y'all got any topics or any, like, trending things that y'all got going on that I can react to, or y'all want me to react to, then, yeah, send it through. Make sure you go ahead, subscribe to the channel before you leave, man. We almost at 2,000 subs, man. Shout out to y'all that's in the live. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And I'm gonna just say this before I go. Man, watch who you call your homie. The order and realize this: the older you get, the smaller your circle gonna get. The smaller your circle is gonna get, the older you get. That's just part of life. And I'd rather it's better to me. It's better to have 2 solid homies versus having 100 friends. You feel me? So with that being said, man, make sure y'all have a productive day today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we finally hit almost 2,000, right? And hit me on Instagram, man. If you rocking with your boy, man, I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. I'm gone.
Every day it's like I feel more pressure, give more effort. Bill steady rolling in the due day crept up. Feel like I'm next up, life gon' test ya. My range close, aim, know the boy a heavy stepper. Things change, rearrange, ain't no crime body. Heart is weaving through the smoke, got my vision cloudy. Heavy stress on my brain, ain't no way around it. Navy SEAL when I flow, no you can't drown me. No brakes, all gas, get my weight up.